Hi, I'm Susan Castriota. Today I'm going to share one of my quick and delish recipes. I like the convenience of using the microwave. They aren't just for reheating food. You can steam, cook, and even bake food in the microwave. So come and join me in my studio kitchen for a quick and delish by Susan. So today I'm going to do something so simple but so good, popcorn in the microwave. It's quick and it's delish, and you don't have to worry about all those chemicals that come with those bags of popcorn, which are just loaded with, we don't even know what is in there. So this is basically popcorn. I take a little bit of cooking spray. Now, if you don't want cooking spray, you can do a little bit of olive oil at the bottom. And what I like to use is a 2-quart glass bowl or measuring vessel. And then you're going to take a 1/2 cup of popcorn kernels. You can use just regular popcorn or organic, whatever you prefer. Then we're going to use my Cucina Safe vented glass lid to cover. And this serves 2 purposes. The popcorn stays nice and moist and it pops better, and you're not going to have popcorn all over your microwave. So we're going to put this in the microwave for 4 minutes. Now this is an 1100 watt microwave. So your microwave may be different. So you kind of, just gauge it when you put the popcorn in there to just check on it at the 3-minute mark to see how it's going. So the popcorn goes in there. We're going to do 4 minutes on high, and then we'll be right back. Okay, so we're back 4 minutes later, and we're going to have perfect popcorn, I'm sure. Now what you have to remember is this popcorn cooked in the glass is very, very hot, so you're going to want to use oven mitts. Take the popcorn out. Take the lid off, because you don't want the moisture from the lid to get back onto the popcorn. You want to keep it nice and dry. And take a look at that popcorn. Isn't that beautiful? Beautiful popcorn. So you can have the popcorn just the way it is, or you can add butter, you can add salt, you can add whatever you like. But today I'm going to share one of my recipes where you take popcorn to the next level. It's popcorn munch or popcorn clusters, whatever you want to call it. It's basically taking your popcorn and adding lots of chocolate and pretzel and M&Ms and confetti, and it's a great, great dessert. So I want to show you how we can switch this recipe for different seasons. So if you're going to do a Christmas recipe, you're going to use, it's going to be reindeer bait. So of course you're going to do the holiday Christmas M&Ms. Or if you're going into St. Patty's Day, you want to do a leprechaun bait. Here you go. You've got your leprechaun colors, St. Patty's. We've got the patriotic popcorn. Obviously, those are the patriotic colors that you would mix in there. And Monster Munch, Halloween. And you can even, add anything else you want in there that's Halloween, so that'll do. But what we're going to do today is we're going to do bunny bait. It's spring and it's Easter season, so we're going to do those pastel colors that are so great with the springtime. So this is going to be what we're going to use for the bunny bait. And then, of course, we're going to do the colored sprinkles that go along with the spring colors. So I'm just going to start with this 8 cups basically of popcorn, and I'm going to put them on a baking sheet and with a little parchment paper. You don't really need the parchment paper, but if you don't want a mess to clean up afterwards, it's great. So you're going to put pretty much all of this popcorn on the baking sheet, and you want to take the kernels out. If there's any kernels on the bottom, you want to take those out because you don't want people breaking their teeth on a kernel of popcorn. Here's one right here. Let's get rid of this. So you kind of spread this mixture out right here. That's about 7.5 cups right here. I'll throw a couple more in there. Okay, and then we're going to start with the chocolate, and we're going to be right back because I'm going to get all that stuff ready. Okay, so we're making bunny bait, which is basically popcorn munch. So we're starting with the 8 cups of popcorn. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to melt the chocolate chips. So we're doing 1 cup of chocolate chips. You're going to put it in well, I like the measuring cups myself, the glass measuring cups. So we're going to do 45 seconds on high. And most of the time these aren't melted all the way, so then you're going to do 15-second intervals, but you don't want to over cook the chocolate because it gets kind of gummy. All right, now I'm going to put my Kachina Safe lid on top of this. All right, and we're going to do 45 seconds on high and see how that looks. Get our spatula out and stir it up. If it has to go back in another 15 seconds, then we put it back in, and we just keep doing that until the chocolate is nice and melted, because we're going to drizzle the chocolate on this layer of popcorn. Now the funny thing is, I have seen recipes where you actually do this same type of popcorn munch in a bowl and then you add your chocolate. I did not like it that way. It just kind of got clumpy and you didn't get all of the, a nice even layer of the popcorn. So I prefer to do it on the cookie sheets. That's just my preference. So let's see what this looks like at 45 seconds. Not there yet, but we're getting there, okay? So let's go back another 15. So it takes a little bit of patience, but you just have to kind of see how your microwave is. It's just trial and error until you kind of get it right. But once this chocolate goes on the popcorn, wait 1 second here. Let's see how we're doing. Well, that's a little better. Ooh, we're getting there. Oh my gosh, look at that. See, probably another 15 seconds more. We might be there. Like I said, you don't want to overcook this chocolate. You want it just perfect. So let's hope that this works. But what we're going to do after we drizzle the chocolate, then we're going to add the seasonal M&Ms. Oh, let's see what happens here. Let's hope this is good. Oh, we got it now. This is perfect. Now I want to show you there's still little clumps of chocolate chips, but that's okay because the chocolate now is, pretty warm. So it's actually, look at that, it's actually melting those little morsels that weren't melted. Oh, now this is just the way I want it. Okay, so now we're going to drizzle, and you know what? Sometimes you're going to get a little bit of a thick drizzle. Sometimes you're going to get a thin drizzle, but this is kind of the fun thing. All over. Oh, see, we got a big clump there, and that's okay because you've got enough chocolate here. Of course, whatever you have left over, you can kind of eat yourself, I guess. Of course, I do, but all right. So lots and lots, a little bit messy too, but that's okay. I mean, if you're doing this with kids or grandkids, they're going to love it. And the nice thing is this chocolate kind of acts almost like the glue that's going to keep these munchies together. Look at that. Is that amazing? Oh my gosh, if you could just smell how wonderful it smells. All right. Oh my gosh, this is great. Okay, drizzle, drizzle. All right, I think we're good. Okay. So now, put this over here. Now we're going to add a half of a cup of the M&Ms. Make sure you get those right where that chocolate is. All over the place. Oh, this is fun. Even it out. There we go. Got lots of M&Ms here. And you kind of want to do this while the chocolate is still melted, because you want them to stay there when the chocolate dries. There we go. There we go. All done. Next, you're going to do a half of a cup of salted pretzels, and I cut them in half, or just and put these around, because what's nice about the pretzels in this is it just adds a little bit of salt flavor, and you know how nice salt and chocolate taste. I mean, it's such a great combination. So it's just an added little flavor there. Now you can also add peanuts to this, or almonds, and that also adds to the flavor. But of course, if you're doing this for kids and people with allergies, you might not want to do that. Okay, so now take a look at this. We're not done yet, but look how beautiful that looks. Now next, we are going to do the candy melts. Now, wait, I've got chocolate there. I want to lick that, but I'm not going to. We're going to do the half a cup of candy melts. Now here's where you can switch up the colors. I did pink right here. This is the pink candy melt. This one is the green. And you can get these at, at hobby stores, or like Michael's. So this is going to go in the microwave for 1 minute at 50%. Remember that, because you don't want to cook this on high, and it doesn't have to be covered. Okay, so this will be power level 5, and then we are going to do 1 minute. So once again, with this melted, this isn't really chocolate, but you want to check it to make sure that it's nice and melted, but you don't want to overcook this. So what we're going to do, once we get this candy melt out, and we're going to drizzle, oh, you know what, I'm going to turn this way, so when I drizzle, it's going to go the other way. And then when we drizzle the color on here, that's when we have the fun. We do the, the topping, the icing on the cake, which would be the confetti. So, and I just want to show you, this is what it's going to look like. If you want to put them in little cans or a little basket. This one would be the green. This is the pink. I don't know if you guys can see that. Isn't that cute? With the pink instead of the green. All right, let's see how this looks. Okay, so we're not quite there. Just a little bit is melted. So we're going to put this back in there. Okay, so I think the candy melts may be finished, because I did put them back in there for an extra 30 seconds. So take a look at this. Once again, you're going to have these little clumps here of unmelted chocolate, but if you stir, that's all going to melt. All right, just stir it up a lot. Okay, drizzle time. There, this is the pretty stuff. Going this way. There we go. Add a little bit over at the corners there. Very pretty. And it is nice that you can just make this recipe for different holidays just by changing the color of the M&Ms and the confetti, or the sprinkles, whatever you want to call that. And you can put these into little bags with little bows and give them out as gifts, or put them just out, out in a little bowl for people to munch on. There we go. Look how beautiful that is. It's so pretty. It just looks like spring. Okay, now for the icing on the cake or the sprinkles. This is 1/4 of a cup of sprinkles. And I did kind of like a green and a blue and a pink. Oh, and it's so pretty. It really is. and now it's just going to adhere itself to the chocolate. Okay, so what you're going to do with this, you're going to either put it in the refrigerator for a few hours, or you're just going to let it sit for several hours because you want that chocolate to absolutely get hard. And your finished product then will be this, and we've got this color, and there you go. So you've got a beautiful popcorn munch bunny bait. And that's another Quick and Delish by Susan. Thank you.